Welcome to a new podcast of Kickoff TV. This is Alex with my friend Orgo. Hi Orgo.
Hi.
As always, we are both back again to discuss a string of events which happened in the Indian football last fortnight. Well Orgo, football season has started in Kolkata a bit early due to the Durand Cup and now the Kolkata Football League. How you are enjoying the season?
Great man. I have been there in few Durand Cup matches and I think really it was great. And the Durand is that tournament which is being held for the first time in Kolkata. And it is definitely a successful tournament. And most importantly, the derby is coming in few days. So hopefully we'll be there also. And I think that's great, man. It's a good feeling that football season has started finally after a few months of break.
Well, as you are talking about the Durand Cup, well, let's talk about the Durand Cup semi-finals and then the finals. The first semi-final was held between West East Bengal and Gokulam Kerala Football Club. The match ended in draw 1-1, but after extra time in the penalties, East Bengal lost to Gokulam by 2-3. But ex-East Bengal player C.K. Ubaid, how did you like his performance? The 3 saves that he made during the shootout.
Look, if you look about the entire match, in a first half specifically, where East Bengal had the chance to end the match in the first half. And
yeah, they got quite a bit of chances.
A lot of chances they missed. What happened in the second half? In a few matches of Gokulam Kerala, if you have seen that they are playing very good in the second half, and that's what happened here also. They played really well. They have a good team, few good foreigners, especially the 2 foreigners in the forward line, Marcus Joseph and Henry Kisaka. I think the understanding between them was really good, and they were really threatening to the defense line of Mohun, Bagan and East Bengal in both the matches, as I have seen.
Well, let's talk about Gokulam Kerala FC. In the first half, Gokulam Kerala FC played a bit defensive, but they picked up their pace when Bruno Pelissari came to their attacks.
If you look at the Gokulam Kerala team, this is the only team which was playing. All other teams was starting their season with Durand Cup, or Mohun Bagan East Bengal was starting with Durand Cup and Kolkata League, but Gokulam Kerala was playing in Kerala Premier League, and then they come from there and play Durand Cup. So the team was set. If you look at the Mohun Bagan team in the semi-final also, they are really performing well in the first half, especially in first 60 or 70 minutes. But the team actually lacking after 60 or 70 minutes. I think the fitness is a big issue here. Maybe one more reason that the team is not set yet. The team is very new. All the players are new in this team, and they are playing 2 tournaments simultaneously. That is Durand Cup and Calcutta Football League. That might be a reason here. Well,
the final, as we know, was between Mohun Bagan and Gokulam Kerala FC, which Gokulam Kerala FC won by 2-1. Is the most talked out topic, that is the controversial penalty decision. They could have given the penalty. The referee could have given the penalty.
I think, look, you can blame referee. But on the other side, if you look at the refereeing standard of Indian football in last few years, even in this year Durand Cup, in the semi-final, there are few seasons which goes against East Bengal. And in the final match, there was an offside decision against Marcus Joseph when he was in a clear scoring position from which he could have been scored, which wasn't offside at all.
Yeah, and
that thing is going to happen. I mean, you cannot blame the only one decision. Mohun Bagan had a lot of chances in second half. They couldn't convert that. And I think, yes, the penalty was a clear penalty that wasn't given. That's very unfortunate, but that is not the only reason that Mohun Bagan lose the match. I think Gokulam Kerala is clearly a deserving team to win the competition. They have played really well throughout the tournament. They have a good forward line. They have a good midfield to supply ball to the forward line, and they have a good composed defense also. I think that's the key point here.
Well, let's talk about the old news. That is the COTIF Cup, which an impressive performance by the women of Indian team who played impressively and for them a special third place trophy was given to them along with the Fair Play Award.
Yeah, I think the women's team, we have talked about the women's team previously also, the team developing, and moreover there's few key players absent in that squad like Tanika Shipper, and I think that team will eventually perform well. And what your take on the COTIF Cup? You have followed the COTIF Cup intensively.
India played 4 matches. They lost 2-0 to Villarreal and 2-0 to Spain under 19. But they won by large margins. That is 3-1 against Mauritania and 7-0 against Bolivia.
Yeah.
And that's a pretty great performance. Yeah. And also winning the Fair Play Trophy Award.
I think COTIF Cup is a landmark tournament for Indian football. You remember in the last year when India under-19 boys played against Argentina under-19 and they beat Argentina under-19, and that was a headline on the next day. I remember the match I was watching at very midnight. I think the match was started in 2 a.m. or 2:30 a.m. I think, and that was really a great day for Indian football. I think boys should have been played in this tournament. That would have been a good preparation for them.
Speaking of another youth development news, we come to OFC Youth Development Tournament. India are the champions of the OFC Youth Development Tournament of 2019. Okay, Olgo, what's your take on the tournament?
If you look at an under-19 team's standard, I think that was looking so high in that tournament. I mean, the team was playing against teams like New Caledonia, who played in FIFA Under-17 World Cup last year, which was held in India. And I also watched them playing in Salt Lake Stadium against Japan in the final group game. And I remember that team wasn't that much bad team. And they were really strong team, although they conceded 4 goals against Japan. But that was a good team. And India team played against them and won by 4-1. That's definitely a great achievement, I think. And in the final also, they looked very superior. I think India had ball position more than 70 or 80%. All the time they were attacking. I think the standard of Indian youth teams are really high right now. Even if you look at the recent SAFF Championship tournament, where India won all the match in big differences. And the good thing is that they didn't concede a single goal in the group stages. And that's really a great thing, I think. They have scored total 21 goals in the tournament till now. I think Viviano is doing a great job with this team, and he has a good track record of working with the Indian youth team. And I think that's going to be another source of good players which will be coming from this team in future for Indian football team.
What's your take on the final?
I think the final is on Saturday, India versus Nepal. And the first match, India beat Nepal also by 5-0. I don't think there is going to be much competition for India in this tournament at least. Maybe India...
We may go there and shoot a vlog.
Yeah, we are going there. Anyway, guys, we are going to watch the final match of India and Nepal. You will get the vlog here in this channel. So, please subscribe to our channel.
Now, moving to other news about saying the Kolkata League, the football season of Kolkata.
Halif, you have noticed after first 2 matches of Mohun Bagan and East Bengal, the point table was like Mohun Bagan as the bottom and East Bengal at the second bottom, and Bhavanipur at the top. That was really hilarious, man. That point table. I mean, think about the situation if it remains at the end of the league also.
Yeah, then Bhavanipur will be the champion. But
no.
looking,
Bhawanipur is a good team, I think. We have
okay,
we have seen one match of Bhawanipur against Rainbow in East Bengal. Can't remember.
Yeah, they drew against Sadhan Samiti. They drew against Fearless. They scored 6 goals against Rainbow.
But I think they are a good team. I mean, look, it is not going to be easy for Kolkata teams this season at least to win all the matches of Kolkata League, because both the coach are Spanish coach. Most of the foreigners are professional Spanish foreigners who will try to keep themselves from the muddy ground of the Kolkata Maidan, and that's a disadvantage for the Kolkata big teams, I think.
Well, looking at the Kolkata League team, the highest scorer is Kamo.
Bhawanipur player.
Bhawanipur ST player.
And he is used to play in that condition. Yeah. That's also a fact.
Talking of Kolkata League, there comes the much awaited, the first Kolkata derby of the season, that East Bengal versus Mohun Bagan, or Mohun Bagan versus East Bengal, as you like to say. Although, what are your predictions for the derby?
I think this is going to be a tough prediction, man. I mean, both the team are yet to settle in the season. They're both a bit shaky right now. They both miss the opportunity to get the first trophy of the season, that is Durand Cup. And I think this is going to be a good game. And
my
prediction, if you are talking about the prediction, I think it's going to be a draw. I think 1-1 or 2-2 maybe.
For me, according to stats, East Bengal are better.
Yeah, East Bengal have some players who...
East Bengal are better. No, recent stats from recent matches, East Bengal is better. But as it is a derby, there is a equal chance of winning to the team which can hold its nerve and play in front of that 65,000 crowd will win.
That is a key role, and that's the advantage of East Bengal. They have few players who already have some experience of the derby, especially the foreigners. And if you look at the Mohun Bagan foreigners, they all are new, and they don't have any experience of derby or how the Kolkata derby is. And I think that is going to be the key of this match. And how they
not like that. Even
5,000 crowd.
Even Chulova from Mohun Bagan and Gurjinder from Mohun Bagan.
Yeah,
they have played. They have played derbies.
But the fact is that in Indian football, the foreigners played the key role here.
Yeah, foreigner, because talking of foreigner, East Bengal's foreigner, Jaime Santos Colado.
Yeah, Colado have experience of
Who is in peak form. Who is in peak form.
And one more player I'd like to rate very highly, that is the defender Bora Gomez Perez. I think
Bora is not playing in CSL. Bora will be playing for I-League.
Oh, he's not registered in CFL.
No, he is not registered in CSL.
I think that's going to be...
because their only defender would be playing, that is Marty Christie.
The new one.
Yeah, the new one.
By the way, talking about the foreigner, Mohun Bagan also signed their new foreigner. What is the name of his?
He is Daniel Cyrus, the Trinidadian defender.
I was told you that a defender is coming,
No, he's the fifth one.
I told you that a defender is coming.
You told me the fifth one. I knew the sixth one was a defender. The sixth one may be an attacker.
Yeah.
Because Mohun Bagan is in desperate need of a striker. Well, the next topic which I'm going to say about is the FIFA World Cup qualifier India against Oman on September 5th at Guwahati. In previous podcasts, we had said something about the qualifiers. What's the latest update you got?
Yeah, I think there is a bad news for Indian football fans that Amarjit Singh is out from the squad because of injury. He broke his hand during practice, and that's really a bad news for the team. And I don't think it will be easy for Oman team to adjust with the condition of the Guwahati, because think at that time it will be a very humid weather in Guwahati, and that's going to be the biggest advantage of the Indian football team. Arif, I think we must make our next podcast on the preview of this match about all the details.
And the biggest news which have latest hit on the table are the formation of the new ISL team, that is the Hyderabad FC. As we all know, Pune City has been disbanded, and now a new team comes from Hyderabad to join the ISL.
Yeah, that's a good thing that our team is coming from Hyderabad. But at the same time, the credibility of ISL also on the question that in previous few years we have seen that few I-League teams disbanded. But for the first time we are seeing that our ISL team also disbanded. And if you call it's a successful league, I don't know why there is a successful top tier league from where our team has to disbanded due to financial issues. I think that's the biggest question mark of ISL, that our team had to disbanded. Even there is a news that Delhi Dynamo is also going to be disbanded, and a new team, Odisha FC, may come in coming few days. One more thing I would like to mention here, that just 2 days before that happened, that the news of Hyderabad FC, the ISL officially releases their schedule where it was mentioned that FC Pune City. I mean, what is that? If you are a professional league, you could have waited for 2 days to release your fixture, and you could have first announced that that FC Pune City is going to be disbanded and a new team is coming from Hyderabad. Then you could have released your fixture. I think that's really. I think that's a thing which really strike in my mind, that would not have been happening. Anyway, before ending this episode of Kickoff Podcast, we'd like to congratulate Gurpreet Singh Sandhu, who has been recently conferred by the Arjuna Award. He's the 26th footballer who have been awarded the Arjuna Award.
Anyways, guys, thanks for listening. If you like this episode, please press the like button. If you don't, give your suggestions in the comment box. And if you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe to Kickoff TV and press the bell icon for notifications. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. Links are given in the description below.